こんにちは、あきらのこです。今回はドイツの囲碁出版社ボード&ストーンズの創設者であるグンナー・ディックフェルドさんにインタビューさせていただきました。フランクフルトを拠点として囲碁の普及と教育を目的とした書籍を多数刊行されています。以前出てきた当たりの秘密がついに明らかに。とにかくドイツ国内外で囲碁普及に多大な貢献をされている方です。それではインタビューへ。
Okay, first question. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Gunnar. I'm originally from Berlin, the capital of Germany, but I moved here to Frankfurt in the year 2000.
Oh,
And since then I live here and
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Gunnar. Yeah, why did you start to playing Go?
I was reading an article in a magazine. It was comparing Western chess with Go,
Yes.
and it said Go is so much more interesting. But I took a friend and said, look, there's a nice game in the description. Let's start to play this game. And we played for some time, and he always was winning. And then I was looking for some books and some people who can play this game. And then I learned it, and I found it even more interesting. And since then, I didn't stop.
Yeah, this is the reason of inspired publishing Go books.
No. When I was young, there were not many books. In German, we had about 1 or 2 books, and they were not reprinted, so there was no book to buy anymore.
They were boring.
And they were just for beginners. And there was nothing available at that time. And so I decided that I need to change it and was writing my own book. And at that time in Germany, there was a company who was starting a new model, print on demand. And one guy told me about it. And so I said, oh, I try this model with print on demand. So you don't need to print 10,000 books. You just make small numbers. And this was a great success. Because many people were buying this book because they wanted to learn Go. And some later I said, well, I cannot write every book myself. So I started to translate books or to have other people publishing, or other people translated it for me. And every year there are now 4 or 5 new books.
Wow, good work. Wow. So, これ
That's a special one.
Yes.
That's for teaching children who don't know anything about Go. My wife, she's a primary school teacher, and we take this book to the school, to school kids, very young kids, and we tell the story. And in the story, the children are creating this game of capturing stones, and we have to solve 3 exercises with this book. And once we finish the book, the children can start to play themselves capture Go.
Oh, cool.
And that's a very nice event. It's usually a lot of fun, and we are always very happy.
Atari.
Yeah, Atta. She is Atta, and he is Ri.
Ri.
That's short for Richard, and she is Antonia.
Yeah.
And her nickname is Atta. Atta and Ri.
Atari.
Yeah, and so in the end of the book, we call the game which they invented Atari.
Oh, good, very good. So, what challenges of publishing books?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and you don't have many people playing Go and buying books. And nowadays the big challenge is the internet and YouTube and other formats where people are streaming or watching videos. And books are like, oh, that's old school. Books are not so interesting anymore. That's maybe the main thing. You don't have that many Go players in Europe, like in Japan or China. So if you make one book, you don't sell a lot of them. So it's just a hobby, not a living.
When people started to learn Go, firstly, people should search how to learn books or media.
It depends a lot.
Depends.
Sometimes you meet people at an event. So we organize an event like the Japan Day, where we also introduce Go to new people. And then we have a lot of people who explain Go and play with the newcomers and to show how it works. But some other people who don't live in a big city, but they learn about from the internet about Go, they either read or learn the rules from the internet, or they just get a book from the library and start trying to understand. So they learn the rules, maybe from a book, but learning to play, you need some opponent. And so you need someone else to play with. And that's usually the first advice, find someone you can play with.
And then just play.
And then just play.
Just play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think just play at the beginning.
Yeah. And that's maybe the hardest thing in Germany, to find someone you can play with. So if you do something in a school, it's very difficult to find a regular format that children are coming back together. So whenever we have made an introduction, we leave some 9x9 boards in this classroom and some stones. So whenever the children have time, they can come back and play against each other.
Yeah, there are not many Go players in Germany. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 4,000,
4,000?
5 maybe. It's not many.
Yeah,
It's
regular
not many.
players, there are not so many.
Yeah.
People who know the rules, there are quite a little bit
It
more.
might be more
Because
like,
we do a lot of entertainment or education, but
but really playing, I don't think that it's more than 5,000 people. Yeah, I don't think so. It's very niche still, right? It's not chess.
Yes, chess. Chess.
In Germany, it's chess.
it's more important.
Yeah,
It's argued.
I sometimes see in cafe people play chess.
Yeah, but not Go.
No. Yeah.
Go is very rare.
Yeah.
Then one very nice story. We went to Leipzig and I met a friend who's making all the cover designs. And he said, "Oh, let's go to have a breakfast in this nice cafe." And we were had breakfast and we started a game to play. And suddenly someone from the other table turned around and said, "Oh, it's an interesting position.
Oh, really?
Not too bad." And we were looking at him and he was a freedan player.
Okay.
So sometimes you have very nice occurrences or
Yes.
experiences,
But-
and this was one of them.
But what normally happens, if you're playing in a cafe or a restaurant, people are coming to you and asking, "Oh, can you eat that? Can you eat that afterwards?"
Yeah, because we have some sweets which look the same.
They look very similar. Can you eat that?
And yeah, and if you are on a fair where we show or make demonstrations and let the people play, we sometimes have small signs. No, you cannot eat them.
It's how's it called? Linsen.
Schokolinsen.
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 Schokolinsen. But they are not black and white. They are like pink and
White and
pink and white, right?
It's chocolate.
With
The
some
core is
sugar.
chocolate, and then you have something else outside.
Uh,
We have to show you
I
next
think.
time.
Yes. Next time on tip top we will have it.
Yeah.
I will show it to you.
Okay. I'm looking for it. Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Please give me a comment for Go fans.
On this book, or
Yeah, books and publishing. Brett and Stein.
that's very spontaneous. If you like to read books and if you like to play Go, you should of course have 1 or 2 books from Bertrand Stein Verlag. The English line is Board and Stones. So since some years we publish books in English, and the years before we just made books in German only. So if you are either German or English speaking, you can look on our website and get some books. And this is a very nice children's book for German kids.
I also recommend to writing this information about Brett and Stein and books. My channel.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you
Thank
for
you
your
very
time.
高評価、チャンネル登録が励みになります。よろしくお願いします。